Hello, tea family, and how are you today? It has been a week for us, and I'm really excited to be with you all tonight. Now, you may or may not notice things are a little bit different. We are trying a new way of going live tonight, so forgive us if things have not gone the same. I do still have my handy dandy assistant. He's actually boiling water for us right now because we will need boiled water for what we're making tonight. As always, and for those that are new here, we welcome you to our tea family, and we say go ahead and put in the chat or comments of whatever platform you are using any questions you have. Say hello and let us know what you're drinking tonight. I will be drinking Holiday because we're talking about the Holiday blend tonight for obvious reasons. Now, I always want to start with that. As always, too, if you have questions, put them in the comments or the chat, and I am happy to answer them anytime during the anytime during the live. Sorry, everybody. I'm still trying to get used to being awake at weird hours compared to what we were when we were away. Now, I will have to say that we did have some exciting things. In fact, one of the things I brought back with me to enjoy, you'll be looking for some reels coming up. And we were working on things. I did pause partway through our holiday meals and tea pairings for the Thanksgiving holiday, but we will be getting back to that. And awesome. So we are going to, I'm going to do something. All right. So I'm reading comments right now. Hello to Stephanie and hello to Diane and anybody else who's checked in. I know Stephanie's drinking jade chai. And Diane is ahead of the game with drinking holiday blend because that's what we're going to be doing today. So let's check this out. All right, you ready? We're going to be talking about holiday blend. As you can see it, you should see it coming across the bottom of your screen. Just a cool new tool that I can do on this new platform thing as we get used to it. But we're going to be talking about holiday blend because it is the holiday season. Now, this particular tea blend is available for November, December, and January. It is our holiday blend, and it is, see if I can get that. My camera is not cooperating. It doesn't know what to focus on. There we go. That is oolong tea, freeze-dried cranberries, and orange zest, plus some vanilla bean. Now, well, this is different from last year's holiday blend. Yes, because the original intention is we were going to make a new holiday blend every year, and then you could get a collection. But we kind of fell in love with that oolong and cranberry blend because I will tell you, and you'll find out next week. Next week's already planned, but you'll find out next week that cranberry and oranges are very popular among many, many cultures during the Christmas time, and adding in cinnamon in there as well. So I wanted to make that this year. Now, we did have the benefit of going ahead, and I'm going to go a rounded teaspoon in here. All right. But we're going to make holiday. Now, it is an oolong tea. You can do it about 200 degrees. You can go ahead and boil it, but with an oolong, I really love being around that 200 degree mark, so it's not quite boiled. All right. I need 3 minutes on the clock for our first brew. Like many of our delicious teas, can be brewed 3 times, so we are all set. Now, the other thing that you see on this pretty little Christmas plate, because we're officially in Christmas season, being December 1st, are some things that we're going to talk a little bit later that pair really, really well with this holiday blend. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take that off the bottom. One of the things that we love about this is the oolong is kind of partway between, for processing, it's partly between a green tea and a black tea. So it has some of those wonderful health benefits of both. In addition, freeze-dried cranberries. I mean, it is cranberry season, and having come from New England, we both are partial to cranberries as red berries this part of the year. Although, don't tell anybody, but we got so excited having Thanksgiving with our family that there were many dishes and things that never made it to the Thanksgiving table. Cranberry sauce was one of them. The carrots that were in the microwave were another one. We just, as we were wrapping up all the food and packing everything up, we kept like, oh, we forgot to put this out. Oh, we forgot to put this out. But we were super excited to just spend Thanksgiving together as a family. And apparently food doesn't matter when you're with your family. So, all right. So I wanted to talk about this a little bit, and really, and that was the great thing about Thanksgiving and the holiday season in general. For those that don't celebrate Thanksgiving or one of the others, is holidays are about warmth and connecting with friends and families, a little bit of indulgence, hopefully not too much indulgence. There's just so many really good holiday foods that you can only get or that are only fresh that one time of year. But that's what kind of inspired this holiday blend. The cozy gatherings, some of our favorite flavors from the holiday season, Thanksgiving to Christmas to New Year's. And then that's why we came up. The blend has a rich, flavorful base of that oolong tea. We really liked this particular oolong blend because it's got a slightly roasted flavor to it. We paired it with the freeze-dried cranberries that we freeze-dried ourselves. It's got the zesty orange peel, and then the vanilla beans really create a cup that's kind of sweet, tangy, velvety, so comforting. Now,
Diane said, "Is that why you forgot the cranberry sauce?"
I mean, that is exactly why we forgot the cranberry sauce. We were having fun with the family and the little ones and everything. So, and oh my goodness. This is like a holiday dessert in a cup. It's just got that smooth creaminess to it. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to drink it. Of course, once I've brewed it, then I have to wait for it to cool just a little bit. But I've got 3 seconds left, so I'm not going to go on too far. All right, we're going to pull this out. And then what you don't see here is there's a whole bunch of stuff all around me. There's notes, there's all these things so that I don't forget anything. And there's not actually a lot of room around me. It's very squished. But look at that. Look at that pretty red kind of color from the cranberries. They add some of that little bit of color to make it just holiday special to the black tea. So delightful. Okay. It smells and reminds me of like cookies and citrus. And anyway, I am excited. So this is one of the reasons why we did it. We kind of took some of the best things about the holiday season, kind of put them together in our tea this year, and we updated our holiday blend. Now, it's an amazing tea, but what am I going to eat it with? Or what am I going to enjoy it with? Drink. What am I going to eat with it? Or what am I going to drink? When I'm eating it. And it is really shines when we're talking about a sweet or a savory dish, which, I mean, that sounds simple, like, well, that's all there is. But no, there's more. So if we're talking main dishes, this is going to be great with that herb roasted turkey and cranberry sauce on Thanksgiving, because you're going to have some of the similar flavorings. The tartness of the cranberries and the tea is going to kind of mirror that cranberry sauce that you're having with your turkey. The orange and vanilla are going to enhance the smoky flavors of the turkey itself. However, not everybody eats turkey on Thanksgiving. There are a lot of other ones, and that's one of the things that I talk about is a lot of people will do like a glazed ham. Well, if you did a glazed ham with some pineapple and clove or orange and clove, those citrusy glazes that are going to complement the orange zest in the tea and bring that out even more. And then the vanilla is going to add that subtleness of sweetness to pair with the savoriness of the ham. That's always a good thing. So let's think beyond the obvious too. A lot of people talk about ham and a lot of people talk about turkey during the season, but let's look at something else that people may enjoy. How about a maple glazed salmon, maybe with some roasted vegetables? Now, some people prefer to have like a nice, lean, wonderful salmon. So you're going to have that rich, buttery texture of the salmon. It's going to be paired against this sweet, earthy maple glaze over it, which would bring out the smooth and roasted notes of this tea. The tart cranberries and the orange zest are going to add a refreshing contrast to the savory depth of the fish and the vegetables. It's going to make a very elegant pairing and be utterly delicious. So then I always like to add something unusual because we don't always want to stick with what is expected, because sometimes the exploration of teas and foods can be a little bit unique. And I'm going to take a sip because I can't wait anymore. It's so good. I get the tea and a burst of citrus, and then it is softened by the cranberries and the vanilla, softening it down and smoothing it out. Oh, so good. Okay, so another main dish or side dish that you might do would be bacon wrapped dates, maybe stuffed with like a blue cheese or kind of one of more of those kind of a blue cheese type. Now, for me, obviously, it would be a turkey bacon. For the handy dandy assistant, he'd want to go with the regular bacon.
Yeah.
But the idea is you're going to get the sweet, salty, tangy appetizer, because you're going to have the saltiness of the bacon, the sweetness of the dates, the tanginess from the blue cheese. It's going to become irresistible when paired against the holiday blend. You get the creamy blue cheese and the smoky bacon are going to really amplify the vanilla and citrus notes in this. The natural sweetness of the dates are going to complement the cranberries. And so you won't need to put a lot of honey or sweetener in your tea. And then when you take a bite and you follow with a sip of tea, you're going to get a really decadent flavor explosion. And you're going to really enjoy that kind of a pairing because it's going to be new and unusual. Now,
Diane likes the salmon with maple glaze and homemade sweet potato fries.
Okay, there we go. So, how about that? The salmon with the maple glaze and sweet potato fries would be perfect because you're going to add just a little bit of sweetness from the potatoes, but you know, when they're done to crispy, they are amazing and pair really well with both tangy, savory, and sweet from the ketchup. So that is awesome. Okay. Now, if we're going to have this with a dessert, like I have right here, what?
Stephanie says Rob loves to grill salmon.
See, this is why it's perfect. Grilling salmon, I know a lot of people don't normally think that way, but like seafood and Christmas is really kind of a bigger thing where I grew up, especially on like Christmas Eve. And there are a lot of traditions in having seafood on Christmas Eve or in Christmas dinner and different things like that. And so I love that kind of stuff. And it's why I want to think outside the traditional meals and really kind of explore some other flavors. Now, I do have two flavors on my plate that I'm going to enjoy. And one of them is, so cranberry orange scones. Going to be perfect match for the fruity notes because you get cranberry and orange in the scone and you get cranberry and orange in the tea. But that also means I get to enjoy some cranberry orange bread. And I do always say, eat the food first and then drink the tea.
And you got a little cardinal on there.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Now there's no sugar or anything in my tea and it doesn't need it because the pairing of the cranberry and the orange really burst with just that vanilla smoothing it out at the end. Excellent. But I also want you to think about something a little more unusual. Now this is a tea cake. It is actually a gingerbread tea cake and it is a cute little pumpkin. There's a great store near where we were. I'm just sneaking a taste. There's a great little store that we actually spent quite a bit of time in and had lunch in while we were there. And at this, they have their own little bakery. It's where we get our apple cider donuts, which if you've never had them fresh from a farm and hot, that is the best thing about fall. But they have these little tea cakes. I was super excited and watch for a video coming up on that. But this is a gingerbread tea cake with just an orange I mean, I know it's colored orange, but it also has orange flavoring to the frosting on it. And this is going to play beautifully against the holiday blend because you get the warm spices of the gingerbread with the smooth vanilla of the tea, and they're going to complement each other really, really well. I've been waiting for a long time to do this. Hey.
They want to see the bird.
Mm.
No, actually, I just wanted. Diane said Atkins.
Mm. It is. Oh my goodness.
You can turn the bird back. I just want to put the bird forward.
Anyway, not sure about the bird, but gingerbread cookies, a gingerbread cake, a spice cake. Any of these we're going to really pair well because the spices are going to pair and the vanillas and everything like that. But look at that. Like, it's just so delicious inside. Oh my.
It's torted.
So one of the things I love about these, and these are really truly little tea cakes, because if you think about that 3-tiered, they're only supposed to be 2 or 3 bites. Sorry, everybody. They're only supposed to be a couple of bites to go with your tea. And that's what's great, is to have little tiny tea cakes like this. This reminds me of, we had a ladies' day tea around Mother's Day, and Stephanie made little mini cheesecakes. Now, I'm not a cheesecake person, but she used the onyx chai to make onyx chai cheesecake, and I tried some, and even I loved it, because you could taste the tea and everything like that. That is, again, something that's going to pair really, really well with this, a cheesecake. I love those little 1 and 2 bite desserts or sweets to go with the tea, because that's what you're supposed to have. Is it's just supposed to be a very conversational, tea is always supposed to be, conversational and connection.
Diane's just going to go get some tea cakes.
I love that. Diane, go get them. So they had 5 right before Thanksgiving. The pumpkin ones were a special right before there. They have 4 normal ones. They were all amazing, absolutely amazing. So if you are ever there in Western Massachusetts and you want to know where to get them, I will point it out. But so good, the 2 flavors together. So, okay, now let's try something a little bit different. Not everybody likes the scones or the bread-based things, cookies, like the gingerbread cookies and things like that. Sometimes people want something a little bit different. They want like a dark chocolate bark with sea salt. And that would be perfect with holiday, because you're going to have the richness of the chocolate contrasting with the bright citrusy notes of the tea. So a dark chocolate bark, sometimes it's going to have different things in it. Everybody does it different. But even just straight dark chocolate with a little bit of sea salt on it is going to pair really, really well. And barks are so easy to make for your holiday get-togethers and gatherings. This is a winner combination. They'll be definitely looking, saying, I want all those recipes. So now, okay, that is one of the things that I wanted to talk about holiday. Sorry, it's just reading through all my notes. It is a great tea. I look forward to it every year. I looked forward to it last year when it was just an oolong cranberry tea. Now that we've added the orange zest and the vanilla, just really enjoying it even more. Okay. Of the ones that I've chatted about, which tea food pairing are you most excited about? Is it the salmon? Is it one of the tea cakes? Is it something else? Go ahead. Feel free to put it in the chat. Turkey, ham. Yep. I love turkey. It was funny. I heard a bunch of people talking about turkey this morning, and they were talking about how many leftovers they had. And I was like, I don't have any leftovers, because our family has a lot of leftovers. They're going to be eating turkey for a while, with a lot of sweet potato souffle and some broccoli casserole and some things like that. Pumpkin pie. There were a lot of pumpkin pies made. I think there were 3 pumpkin pies made and 1 apple pie. But that's the kind of thing that happens at a Thanksgiving dinner. And especially when you've got half the group that's going to fly out the next day. You can't always make a lot of different things. Okay. While we're waiting to see and everybody to put in the chat or in the comments what they would, their favorite tea, holiday tea and food pairing is that we've talked about, I do want to bring up a couple of things. Tomorrow is Cyber Monday. It is the last day of our Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. If you're one of my VIPs, you got an email yesterday that gave you an extra, little thank you for being a VIP member. So if you haven't seen it, take a chance, look at the email. There's a little extra that I've added just for my VIPs, just in appreciation for all you do. You are eligible for one extra little sale, but we still have the other ones. We have one Advent tin left. My anticipation is that is going to go at some point tomorrow, and then we're done for the season. With our Advent tins, we only make so many each year, and then that's it. So the custom tea created just for you is 1/3 off. For every order of $25 or more, we're going to sneak an extra 1 ounce pack of tea in there. We're going to have to choose which one we put in there, but you'll get an extra 1 ounce pack of tea. And then our subscription is up for next year, starting in January. It is a 1 ounce of tea every month, and you'll get one chapter of a mystery. I have already contracted for 2025. I've got somebody working on that, writing that. Somebody who's a published author is going to be doing that one. This one is this one's written by a somewhat published author, but not for mysteries. But there is a mystery subscription, and that is on there, and that is 25% off this weekend. All the shipping and everything is included. You'll get that each month. You might even get a little extra in there each month. I don't know. You never know what happens. I like to sneak in little samples of this and that and the other thing. Okay, and then again, there's that final little thing in there for my VIPs that they're going to get access to that nobody else will. A little extra something just to say thank you. Do I have any questions or any comments? Have I missed anybody putting in what their favorite combination was?
Nope. Diane said what you would think. That's all I said. This one.
Okay. Well, I can wait. I can wait till the end of the live just to finish eating that.
You just want to eat those.
I do want to just eat them because it goes really well with the tea.
You don't want me to have it.
No. Handy dandy assistant thinks he should be able to steal off the plate and eat all this. I don't think so. I don't think so, handy dandy assistant. But okay, next week we're going to be doing something really fun. We are actually going to be talking about Christmas tea rituals, and we're going to kind of talk about some all the way around the world. I have several that I have researched that I want to talk about, and different things that are different in all the rituals and things that are same in all the rituals. And I have lots of foreign names that I have to pronounce how to say or practice pronouncing so I can say them correctly. We'll see how that goes. I don't know how that's going to go. I will do my best with that. But that's what we're going to be talking about next week. All right. Well, I don't see any questions coming up, and I don't see anybody really putting in there what their favorite combination is, which could potentially mean you can't decide yet, and that's completely fine.
Make them all.
All right. Well, if nobody else has any other questions, then we are going to go ahead and say thanks for dropping by. Hope this new format, please leave a comment if this new format worked for you or not, and anything that was difficult, anything you liked or didn't like about it. We're kind of excited about some of the things that it could potentially offer. I am looking forward to a couple of things to surprise everybody with in the new year that this new platform would allow us to do. So I just wanted to make sure and ask you to put that in the comments, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. Reach out to me. And nothing else coming up. I can see so much over here, but I can't see all of it.
Thank you for your support.
All right. Well, we will say thank you to everybody. We will see you all next week at 6 p.m. where we will be talking about tea rituals around the globe. Have a great week, everyone.
Bye.